What's up, y'all? It is the Eye of Ra, and it's about 4 a.m. in the morning of November 20th, 2025. Well, you know, I'm still anticipating my justice, right? And just had some things on my mind about, you know, are people really paying attention? Paying attention, right? Like if in 2025, if we were paying attention and things happening in open waters, I guess that's what you would call it, open waters. But territory of a certain country, and then they use absolute power to destroy something in open waters. Would that anger the other country in, you know, to which they destroyed their property? And you know, with the thing with someone just waking up or saying, I'm going to take over another country. And then a certain country ships over money to help or assist a country, but then yet still meeting with the one that decided to wake up and say, I'm going to take over another country. It's almost as if all of them know each other, but they're playing a role as, let's make this our playing field, our game. Like, distractions. If we shut down the government, then nobody's paying attention to the side deals. And then who sells military grade stuff to another country? I'm just saying, it just seems so, it seems so weird or not. I mean, we had in 2020, we had an episode where things were shut down. And then now that we're in 2025, and now that I know that my family is into life insurance fraud, what was that really all about? And a lot of people are involved in trying to, cover the world biggest scandal up, and trying to unalive me, who speak the truth, who know the truth. And I'm trying to, not mention names, but if you understand, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a lot of side deals going on right before our very eyes, and people are like, still trying to hype the government shutdown, and you shut down, and the world is still the same or getting worse. So, what are you really doing? with the shutdown, really. And then a lot of crime is still going on when you shut things down. And, like for instance, my situation, a lot of shutdown, a lot of chaos has erupted, but you're not paying attention to my situation because your secret society dictates that you're not going to help this one that knows our secrets. Anyway, Holy Spirit, can you wake up more people than, just myself, because this is ridiculous. And then I think of the terminology in, what is his name? Gladwell book, the tipping point, the revenge of the tipping point, or something to that effect, where they speak on white flight when too many of minorities or melanated people get in a certain area, they tend to want to move to a different area. So, we could use that terminology. If the heat is getting too hot, let's start making, deals other places and pissing other people off so chaos can ensue, so they can't really see what we're really doing, transferring money, building our country as if we're taking over another country, but we're not, because we're going to move over there. Or, we have our money over there to move when stuff start hitting the fan or the ceiling over here where I created chaos. It's just really ridiculous. Ridiculous. Especially for someone to sit up here and act like they don't hear me, they don't see me. You hear me, you see me. I know, we know. And you're trying to red run me on a silent note. But if Yahweh, Signu, the Creator, is for me, it doesn't matter who's against me. But what I do know is, if you cannot rely on your government, who is the lawmakers, the law enforcers, and then we can observe them on TV making deals like, what are we doing here? I mean, anyway, making deals with other countries, talking to both countries that are in war, but they're shipping money and equipment, fighter jets or whatever, that, Saudi Arabia deal, blase. Anyway, it just don't make no sense when it's chaotic over here in United States. But when you love money, you tend to follow money and just neglect your duties. And that's pretty much what I'm basically trying to say, because lives don't matter if they don't have a, big bank account on side of it. If I can't make a deal with you, I mean, like I said, someone who holds a grudge is a very dangerous person, especially if they have absolute power. They can be very dangerous. And it is just, I don't know. They're one person with the title, but if many go out to the voting polls and vote and still afraid to speak up for what they truly see, I mean, a lot of things I don't quite understand, but I know something is not right. And I know other people see that too, but you're just afraid. But I mean, if you could all go in masses to a voting poll, why you can't come out in masses and speak up? Or is secret societies throwing out witchcraft, manipulating the small-minded person? You see it, but you don't. I don't know. Something wicked is going on. That's what I do know. And I know more people see it than just myself. And I don't know, Holy Spirit, you just I pray for the Holy Spirit to expose, because if you can't rely on your judicial system to protect you from things that I have mentioned on my videos, my prior videos, on all my channels, because that's how most of my videos have, or most of my channels have that foundation, is speaking on the injustice that I am experiencing with the government that is currently in office. It's almost as if everybody is in bed together because they want to be a part of the secret society, which is a group of people who obviously need others to solidify their party, their whatever they got going on, because they can't stand alone and stand on what's right. So they need a whole group to solidify their wrongdoing. And which I don't know if I talked about it, but I was thinking about it. Maybe I was talking about it to the ear hustles that's in my, car or cloning my phone. When we see, our judicial system, we see whenever they're speaking, it's always somebody in the background and the symbolism is, we are behind you, we have your back, right? But, I mean, unless all of them are corrupt, I just don't understand why we don't see what's going on. And like I said, if I emailed our law enforcement, then I know someone has received my email. I know you did. And I'm not a part of any secret society. Never was. Do not believe I would ever be, because it's not necessary. I am me. I live on this earth just as you do, wanting to live quietly in my home, come out of it, enjoy the festivities of the earth, of another man's creation, that are wholesome, but it's hard to do when we have so much corruption. And then when you speak against it, they want to silence you or provoke a silent unaliving, which, brings me to, which I don't know why she came to my mind, but Chandra Levy, I believe her name was, where she was having an affair with a representative or a senator, and she just mysteriously went missing. You know, that kind of bull crap. And then the movie I was thinking about with Clint Eastwood is called Absolute Power. I mean, is the staff of the white, our government official, are they cleaning up stuff? Is are people on staff or a part of certain cabinets in our government system of absolute power? Are they cleaning up dirt for someone? I mean, y'all just need to check out the movie. Could that be going on? I would say YES. Not in that maybe not in that particular form, but it's just a point of there are people there that are cleaning up stuff when they see dirt and letting things go by the wayside because people know. It's just ridiculous. And then my family members who may know people associated with the White House or the Pentagon, what have you. And I'm waiting on justice and, Attorney General Pam Bondi. I'm not sure what you're doing, if you're doing anything at all other than, ignoring my complaint, which is a very serious complaint. And I know that the structure is you are over Department of Justice, so I'm not sure why I'm not receiving my justice, right? So that still brings me to that movie with Clint Eastwood. Absolute Power. Are people trying to clean up what they mess up, hide their hands, and continue to do dirt and get rid of the ones who know or suspect or do not agree with what they see and hear because we listen to what you say and then we're like, what the heck was that? I mean, we dissect it instead of just going with the flow, in other words. And then some of them don't like that because they don't want you to think for yourself and say, well, if you do that, this could happen. Like, who wakes up and say, I want to take over another country? I mean, is that not high stake crimes? I'm just saying, like somebody's trying to do that with my life. We want what you have. We put you in the MK Ultra program and you are not supposed to be here. So we are going to steadily try to unalive you instead of bringing you justice. That's how I feel. That's what I see. That's what you're showing me when you ignore my emails to your office. But I declare and decree that somebody else knows this secret besides you, me, and your constituents who are willing to cover up stuff. I'm saying, a lot of BS is going on in the world. And with a government shutdown, I don't know. So the government shut down. Their paychecks are much greater than the average person, so they're not lacking anything except the multiplication of they want their paycheck, to multiply their bank account. But most of them make more money than the average person on the street. So it's not like, oh, we're in poverty now. Like one of you all, if you get, if your job say, no, you're not coming to work for 2 weeks, I assure you, you'll probably be on the streets because rent and things are so high, or you will have to, have somebody else in the house with you. We will have to implement the structure of what the Hispanics do. They room up until they save up to get their own place, right? Which is very sad. Again, I don't know why the housing market doubled up that ridiculously, unless it was also planned with this disaster that is a way to make money. And you can best believe the real estate agents are not the only one making money off tripling the price of a house that you seen before 2020. I mean, that building didn't change. It did it grow some diamonds in it? I mean, is it gonna spread out some oil from under it? Why did the market go so high? Who is lining their pockets with all that money from a house that would normally cost what, 60,000? They done put it up to 100 and something thousand, which is ridiculous. And yet they didn't change anything about the foundation, but they want you to pay that ridiculous price because the world was shut down for a little bit. And what was really behind that shutdown? I mean, really. And like I said, my family, these people I left who are still after me because I speak up against their criminal activities that I have later found out that they are all criminal and they hate me because I'm not a part of their I don't condone their ways. I would be like, what? Are you crazy? Reporting them to the judicial system who is ignoring me. So that makes me feel like, are you in bed with them too? See, are you getting a cut of their pyramid scheme to knock people off, put people's lives? I mean, they have created human lottery tickets. And I was one of them, but I'm still living, but they trying to knock me off. Yeah, they have created human lottery tickets. Somebody is writing out in life insurance policies because, what's that family in Carolina? The Murdoch family. Isn't that what they did? Yeah, that's what my family do. Did they know one another? Possibly. So this is what they do. So they're not the first Murdoch, and then my family is, doing the same thing with other people. So like I said, I'm trying to get my justice so I can have my safe way and just live my life away from these people. Because I want nothing to do with them. They have destroyed my lineage. They have taken my housing. So why would I want anything to do with these people? They're trying to implement me into their crimes by sending people to park in my vicinity while they clone my phone, doing nefarious things, probably with banking, laundering money, and then have the audacity to, okay, move away from my car for a minute, then come back over messing with their phone. I mean, y'all are so silly. I mean, thank God for the phone towers. I mean, it behooves me that you're that silly. I don't care if you're parked beside me, you're cloning my phone, whatever I am doing during the day has nothing to do with you doing on your phone, tablet, or whatever the heck you're doing. Trying to implement me, use my IP address. That's so stupid. Two phones with the same IP address in the same area. How ignorant are you? Right? And then ask yourself, why are you in that area? Did you go into the store? Can they get footage? Did you go into any of the stores? Why are you parked by this person that you're trying to fabricate that they're doing something to you? Ignorance is bliss. Attorney General Pam Bondi, I want my justice. I want to move forward. Are you on team play or are you on team I am playing you? Because I am getting paid by them to shut you up. Which one is it? I just have to be upfront. And same question for you too, President Trump, because you got my email. Yes, you did. You got my complaint. And I'm just, trying to figure out what's you all's position other than I am still waiting for my justice. And you all are in the seat of the power structure that enforces laws, but you don't see any fallacies in this in my situation, or you're ignoring it because you're getting paid to ignore it. I don't know. Or your name is implemented in this, and so it's just better to knock off one person, so you think, and this will all go away. There's just some questions on my mind to you if you should happen to run across this video. Okay? Because this stuff is quite silly for me to think that the parental figure that I know should be in her 80s. And yes, we do have some mega churches, and then we do have, some Hollywood stars that's involved in my case too. So they have some money, resources to keep BS going on and on. It's just ridiculous. Everybody's in bed with one another, paying each other to say, no, let her go away. We want to continue doing wrong. I rebuke you. May the Most High rebuke you too and wipe you out and not me or others who stand for something and don't need a crowd or a group of people to keep patting us on the shoulder, because we need that in order to be be something, because I ain't going to say be ourselves, be something. You need a whole crowd of people to stand behind you to give you that push. I could do this. I could speak wrong and I'm backed. I'm protected by these other cluster ducks. Anyway, I know I'm not the only one that sees this. And, did y'all just vote on something? I don't know why we voting, because it don't make no sense, because all I see is corruption right now, because I ain't got my justice yet. All I see is corruption. I could go down the line and spit it out for you, but I won't today. But maybe one day I will. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. That was just on my mind. I know I might as well speak my mind since you're trying to red rum me anyway. What's the fear? Fear is an illusion because I know what you can do. But if you do it, will the Most High allow you to continue? I don't think so. So, it's like if you end one's life, will yours end too? If you take from somebody unjustly, should yours be taken too? That kind of stuff. Uh, a great deception is going on, and for that great deception, I want a greater deception to come upon the deceptor of the mass of people who to whom you're deceiving, so it could all be illuminated once and for all. That's all I would like to see. The same thing, the same energy you put out, I would like for it to come back to you 7 ways worse.